At the start of a trip, the odometer on a car read 21,395. At the end of a trip, 13.5 hours later, the odometer read 22,125. Assume the scale on the odometer is in miles. What is the average speed of the car traveled during this trip? All right, so let's visualize the problem. So here we have a car, and looks like a Tesla, doesn't it, right? Elon should hire me as a designer. So let's say at the start here, the odometer, it's reading it in miles, and your odometer on the car reads that your car has traveled so far up to this point in time, 21,395 miles. Okay? And you're going to travel some particular distance. And you know, though, when you arrive at your destination over here, okay, and you look down at your odometer on the dashboard, and you will see now the odometer will read 22,125 miles. Okay? And you also know that the time that has elapsed over this particular distance, right, is going to be 13.5 hours. So I'm just going to write that down here, 13.5 hours. Right? So if 13.5 hours has elapsed, that means you basically started, that means the clock started at the beginning, right? Meaning like if you started the stopwatch at this particular point in time, it would have read 0. And then if the stopwatch kept going and kept going and kept going, when you finally got to your destination, you look down and the stopwatch said 13.5 hours. All right? And the question is now to calculate the average speed. Well, we have to know, I mean, you could definitely memorize the formula for average speed, right? I can give that to you here. I'll say S for average speed. Really, there's a little bar over it, but who cares? The average speed here is going to be the change in distance, all right, divided by the change in time. All right, that's the memorized formula. Now, to connect it to what you're learning now in pre-calc, it's basically the same thing as the average rate of change. Okay, remember that the average rate of change, ARC, is basically the slope, right, which is m. That connects 2 points on a function, which is basically change in y over change in x, right? You know that slope. The slope formula has the formula of change in y over change in x. Notice the similarities between this and this. They're the same thing. They're literally the same thing. The only difference between them is that here I'm using d and t, and here I'm using y and x. But in essence, these are both average rate of change formulas. This is specifically applied to distances and times, which we will call speeds. Okay? And this one is the general formulation of the concept. So this is what you see in the book, and this is now beginning physics. All right? So all we need to now do is to find then the speed. It's simply going to be change in distance over time, meaning d2 minus d1, right, over t2 minus t1. And lo and behold, look, you have, here's one distance and here's another distance. Oh, great. Let's call this distance d2. Doesn't matter if you call it d1. All right. But if this is d2 over here, then this must be d1. And then let's call this the corresponding time would be t2, and this corresponding time would be t1. Now all we have to do is plug it in. Look at how beautiful that is, right? Isn't it so beautiful? So 22,125, so 22,125 minus now 21,395, all divided by 13.5 minus 0. And let me get out my handy dandy calculator so I don't make a mistake. 22,125, well, I could still plug it in wrong, right? So minus 21,395, all then divided by 13.5. So here we get about 54. So I'm just going to round to 2 decimal places here. So it's going to be 54.07. All right. There might be a fractional answer to this. Let me see if there is actually. Yeah. The fractional answer is like 1460 over 27. All right, but I'm just going to leave it as a decimal here. So the speed of the car, the average speed of this car, aka the average rate of change, was 54.07 miles per hour. Why is it miles per hour? Well, because the numerator value was in miles, right? I just didn't put the units in the formula, but notice there they are. And the denominator time value was in hours. So then it's miles over hours. And that's it. This is the average speed, aka the average rate of change. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope this video helped. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.